colorism.
Mm.
I want to ask you about colorism. I've seen some posts on social media lately that there's like this internal racism situation going on. Would you agree to that?
What do you mean internal racism?
Well, the colorism, I mean, like, there are different shades of darker people, right?
Yes.
So I guess that kind of creates some kind of look on the others. Like, you see a darker person maybe of less value, for example, that kind of thing. Have you ever experienced that?
Is it in Europe or in Africa per se?
If I remember the post correctly, they were in Africa and some in, I think, the US. But like in general, would you say that colorism is a thing?
I won't deny the fact that colorism is an issue in Africa. Because this is because of the impact of colonization. Because colonization was like indoctrination.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they came, they destroyed our fundamental values and reprogrammed the mind of the people to believe that anything white is good, anything lighter is good, and anything darker is bad, right? So I think Christianity also has a hand where they made Jesus white, they made God white, the angels white, flying with their white wings and feathers and all that. So I believe that kind of affected the psyche of most Africans.
Right.
Whereby, when they see an African, a black person now, that is a bit lighter than they are, they tend to see that attribute as beautiful, as nice, as attractive. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about from 2010 upwards. I'm talking about from 2010 backwards. You see, I experienced it back in Nigeria.
Okay.
Where everybody wants to look lighter, That is
because you guys bleach too, right? Some of Africans bleach.
We don't bleach currently. Some people do, but I'm telling you that it's a thing of the past, Before it was like a pandemic, like everybody wants to be white because they feel the lighter you are, the more
the superior
acceptable. This has something to do with culture. It has something to do with not culture. It has something to do with the modern definition of beauty at that time.
Right.
So a lot of people, fell into that trap and they started to bleach their skin and all that. But from 2010 upwards, a lot of Africans are embracing their identity, their skin color. They see it now as very beautiful because I believe it has something to do with economics.
Okay.
Because back then, when you go to, let me say, a corporation or a company, you always see that the head of that company they are usually white people, Those people that are in administrative positions are usually white people. They give orders to the black people.
Like
to
the
those
more
that
important
are
roles usually
are occupied by lighter skinned people. So at that time, a lot of Africans, they believe that the lighter you are, the more privileged you would be, So a lot of them also went far to as relaxing their hair.
Right, to make it straighter.
To make it straighter, just to get that vibe of, that they are a bit white, partially,
Yep.
But things have changed. Now Africans are embracing their culture because right now we've seen a lot of successful black people. We've seen a lot of right now we have billionaires. We have black billionaires.
Yeah, but you don't really hear about them in the same way as of white billionaires.
Within the black community,
Yeah, maybe.
we do hear about them.
I've never heard.
You know,
of them.
we know Aliko Dangote is a billionaire from Nigeria.
That's like the only name you ever hear.
Not just Aliko Dangote. Okay, let me go mainstream now. Like Jay-Z is a billionaire.
Is he a singer?
Yes. Beyonce, Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are people that you can you can call billionaires, right? And Mike Adenuga is a billionaire
Never
from
heard of
Nigeria.
him. Okay.
You know, we have a lot of black excellence right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why black people they are beginning to create a paradigm shift.
Yeah.
And also a shift of mentality. Now we came to the understanding that being successful doesn't depend on your skin color. So I think we are beginning to retrace our step from 2010.
Mm-hmm.
If you are black, you are you are at advantage.
Right.
And I think it has a lot to do with education as well, because we are better informed. We now know the importance of melanin and the lack of it thereof, what it does to your skin. So before, it was an issue. But right now, black rules.
Yeah, so you wouldn't say that colorism is an issue within the black community?
Currently, I don't think so. But before,
yeah,
it was a big issue. And, like I told you, it's because of, low self-esteem that colonization, slavery brought to our community.